Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pumpkin Kumihimo braid. It's perfect for Halloween and this is what it looks like. So the pattern that you're making in this braid is what gives you these pumpkins going all the way around. So if you want to learn how to make that, then stay tuned. And these are the things that you'll need to make this braid. Now you'll need your round Kumihimo disc because we're making a round braid, and then you'll need whatever cord that you want to use. In this case I'm working with some 1mm satin cord, and the colours that I'm using are obviously to help with the pattern, so it's going to be pumpkin colours. So an orange one and a green for the pumpkin, and then I'm using the black one as the background colour. But this is just what I'm using. If you have something else you can use other materials as well. So get your things together and then let's get started. So before we get started, the first thing we need to do is we need to cut our cords ready. And these are the colours that I'm working with, like I said. And what you need is, you'll need 8 colours of the black. I'm using the black. If you're using a different one, it's going to be a background colour. You need 8 lengths of that. You need 1 of the green, that's part of the pumpkin. And then you need 7 of the orange colour. So that's the cords that you need. And the length that they need to be is, I normally measure it, because if I'm making a bracelet, I normally measure it that I keep a hold, I grab hold of it, and then I wrap it around my wrist 3 times. So you want to wrap it around 3 times. And then that's going to be the rough length that you're going to be working with. So basically whatever the final length you want it to be, wrap it around 3 times or multiply that by 3. And then you'll have the rough length that you need to work with. And then what I'm going to do is get all my ends together on one end and then just tie a regular knot just to keep all my cords together, so we can then place them on the disc. And now what we're going to do is use this end to then help place it on our disc. And the way we're going to do that is, I grab this end with my knot and I get my disc out and put it down through the middle of the disc. And this is where your braid is going to be coming out. And then what we need to do is distribute all these cords into the right positions on the disc. And then this is how you want to set up your disc. So all your background colours, in my case the black ones, are distributed around the top part here, and then 2 of them down here. And then you have your single green one coming out on this side with 1 orange on each side, and the rest of the oranges are distributed on this side. So set up your disc like this, and then we can start doing the braid. Now what I normally do when I'm braiding on these and just using cord is, on the back side is where your braid is going to be coming out, and I normally use my fingers to kind of help pull the braid down. So keep a hold of this part, and as it keeps growing, kind of gently pull it out a little bit. And then to start the braid, what I'm going to do is just start with these pairs. Always you're going to be working with opposite pairs of each other. So in first go I'm going to work with these 2 pairs, and I'm going to bring my top left one down over everything else and stay on the left side of the bottom pair, and then the bottom right one, bring it over everything else and stay on the right side of the top. And then we need to turn it just a little bit to reach the next pair. I'm going to do the same thing, top left one, bring it down, stay on the left side of the bottom pair, and the bottom right one, bring it up and stay on the right side of the top. Then turn it for the next pair, same thing. And then this is what you do throughout the whole braid. You just keep going like this, and then because you placed your cords the way you did, the pattern's going to naturally form as you go. Now the way you do your braid is kind of very individual. This is just the way I do it. I naturally go from the top left, bring it down, and the bottom right, and bring it up. But that's just my way of doing it. You could easily go from the bottom and bring it up, or go from the other side. That doesn't matter at all, as long as you keep doing the same thing. And also, I naturally turn it anti-clockwise, so this way. But that again is just my habit. You can do it the other way, so turn it this way if you want to. But just make sure that you turn it the same way throughout the whole braid, just so your braid will stay consistent. and then you just continue like this, and then once we get a little way, you'll see a braid starting to form on the back of your disc. So I've now continued with my braid, and I've gotten a lot further. I'm almost done. And then one little tip I just want to give you is that if you're in the middle of your braid and say there's a knock at the door, you need to stop for some reason, what you can do to then, when you come back to it, help you remember where you are, is this is my next set that I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring the top one down, just like I always do, and then instead of completing these pairs, what I'm going to do is leave it like this, because then you have one at the top and then 3 at the bottoms. Or if you do it another way, you'll have 3 in one and then 1 in the other. And then that'll help you easily determine when you come back to it, because you put it down and then come back. And then I know, because of the way I work, that this is my next one that I need to bring up to complete that set. So that's a tip on how, if you just need to leave it for a bit and come back to it. Otherwise, then on the back, your braid is going to come out and it's going to look like this, with loads of little pumpkins in it. So perfect for Halloween, if you want to use it for that. And that's how your braid's going to end up looking. And then you just want to finish off your ends. And I have a video on how to do that, so I'll link that in the description box. Otherwise, this is your final braid. And I really hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much for watching. Hello there everyone. Today I want to show you how to make this 3D triple row goddess macrame bracelet. And this is what it looks like. So it looks like this from the side, and then from the front you have this effect going across. This is why I call it a 3D effect, because I kind of feel like, because of the